Hey guys, what's up? Denvito Chips here, and in this episode of Denvito Lifestyle, I'm going to be asking the question, what is the most challenging thing about living in Southeast Alaska? I took a poll with a community in Southeast Alaska, and these are their answers. But before we jump into this video, please be sure to ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment when you're done, let me know your thoughts on the subject. Matt said, getting accustomed to not having big stores to make things and make do with what you have was the biggest thing I experienced. I'm going to be honest, it's really hard living life without a Walmart and Target nearby. Lindsay says, getting waterlogged, not being able to spontaneously road trip somewhere. As someone that road tripped from Omaha, Nebraska all the time, I completely agree. Jessica says, there are a lot of challenges living here. I don't even know where to begin. But if I had to choose one, it would be the price of living. It's difficult living in an area where rent is so high and prices are through the roof. It really is true that you see that premium pop up with pretty much everything from groceries to gas. It's pretty crazy. Lena says, experiencing 300 types of rain. I laugh because it's genuinely true. Jessica says, the fact we're on islands and have to have everything shipped. Whether you're a fan of Jeff Bezos or not, you really do have to be reliant on Amazon for living here. Connect says, unpredictable weather. Dude, I feel that in my soul. You learn after living here for a while to not plan things outside based on whether or not there's gonna be sunshine, because honestly, you never know when you're actually gonna get it. Buy some rain boots and rain gear. Michelle says, planning and the gamble to allow for weather or mechanical versus added expense of extra nights in hotels. With living here, you really are reliant on the airline because when you're on an island, you can't drive anywhere to get to where you want to go. You really are at the mercy of flights and hotels and praying to God that everything connects correctly without you having to be hunting for hotels at 12 a.m. at night. Derek says, not being able to go hunting or fishing where you want to because of weather every single weekend of the year. We really are in the elements out here. I mean, you are truly at the mercy of nature because you just never know how it's going to be. Whether you're out on the waves, out on the mountaintops, wherever, it can be very dangerous at times and unpredictable, or just straight up inconvenient. Christina says, having to fly down south when you need to see a specialist. Example, emergency eye appointments, allergy and asthma specialist, or getting any type of surgery. This one hits home for a lot of people because it's painfully true. Joshua says, delivery times and shipping rates. We just see that shipping coming up again and again, don't we? When you order a package, Amazon will say it'll be delivered to you between 4 to 6 days, but in most cases, it's 4 to 6 weeks. And hope deferred makes the heart sick, people. Joanna says, not having a lot of activities for families besides hiking. It really is true that you have to be a really creative person to figure out stuff to do because, to be quite honest, there's no Dave & Buster's, there's no movie theater, there's not a lot of playground parks. You really do have to base a lot of your activities around nature or doing things with friends and family if you have them here in town. That said, though, the longer that you live here, you do find those activities to do. Donald and Trina say, cost of living has increased and the dollar didn't. Expensive living in rain country. I honestly can say that's true. We're seeing the prices of so many different things going up in town, and I know it happens in other places, but here it's a matter of dollars rather than cents going up. And so it can make it really difficult. Molly says, being far away from family, not being able to get to them in under 2 days. My wife and I know from experience that being distant from family is one of the most difficult things of living far away. And it's true that it takes about 2 days to get anywhere and 2 days to get back simply because you're usually staying up in Seattle or something like that just to make your next connecting flight. It really is a challenge sometimes. Francis says, not being able to get off an island without spending a fortune. I honestly don't know how my wife and I would travel without an Alaska Airlines credit card, and they didn't pay me to say that. Arnold says, can't ship a lot of stuff I want. I remember 3 years ago, I tried to order a 3 combo pack of toothpaste, and Amazon said they couldn't do it. Also, good luck getting lithium batteries shipped to you. Brenda says, telling others how much you love it, but still hoping your island doesn't get overrun with new residents. I feel like this is the spirit animal of pretty much 50% of the people in Southeast Alaska. Carolyn says, we've been here 45 years and still only 2 seasons here. You get a week of sunshine when the snow ends and a week of sunshine when the rain ends. It's great to live in paradise. I'm telling you what, before my wife and I moved here, I was not a vitamin guy. Since living here, I've been popping vitamin D every day for like 3 years. Carrie says that college kids can't just come home on the weekend. That one's heartbreaking because it's really true. Those of you that live in the lower 48, do not take for granted the fact that your states are connected by land. Aaron says, It has been touched on, but I'd say travel time. It takes 2 days to get somewhere, 2 days to get back, and if jet lag is an issue, you could possibly lose another 2 days to adjust your internal clock. I won't go anywhere unless I can be gone at least 2 weeks. It really is true that if you're gonna go anywhere, take your time there, because if you're gonna spend 2 days getting there and 2 days back, you don't wanna leave anywhere for 2-3 days. In some instances, you have to because the need is there and it's required. Maybe you're gonna go see a doctor and come back and you don't wanna be there for an extended period of time, but truly, make the most of your time down south or anywhere once you've left. Deanne says medical issues, not having access to specialists without having to travel. Weather/mechanical/cost/time are always a part of any travel for medical issues. There really is a lot of anxiety of being dependent on the medical care system when you live on an island, because if you do need to see a specialist or get something particular done or looked at, you are going to have to plan ahead. And we all know that with the medical field, sometimes it's really hard to plan ahead. Elise says needing a medical test and specialist consultation and having to get them both scheduled during your trip and in the right order. This medical stuff is getting hit on a bunch for a reason because it's so true. You have to do your best to line everything out just right on your schedule. And even then, mistakes and mishaps do happen on both sides. And so no matter what you do, you can do your best and plan everything out and still things can get botched up. So it really is difficult planning that sort of medical stuff. And the last one I've got is Robert with shipping costs. You know how you'll see an ad for something on TV and it says free shipping, but then it says excludes Alaska and Hawaii? That applies to us. I'm just thankful that at this point, 75% of the stuff on Amazon is free shipping, but if you want anything specialty items shipped in, you're gonna pay that premium price for shipping, I guarantee you. Well, hey, that answers a question of what is the most difficult thing about living in Southeast Alaska, and you guys did not disappoint with the answers. But you know what? Despite the challenges, Southeast Alaska is without a doubt the most beautiful place I've ever seen, I've ever lived, and truly the people are incredible, the experiences are worthwhile. There are simply a lot of challenges that come with living in Southeast Alaska. But what are your thoughts? As someone that has either visited or lived in Southeast Alaska, what would you say the most challenging thing is? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. And also ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, like this video if you'd like to see more videos like this one. Thanks so much for watching this all new episode of Denvito Lifestyle. Take care and be blessed.